Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe, and this is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Today is going to be episode number 282 of the Level Up program and day number 122 of the Brown Belt. If you're new to the program here, this is all about my shooting of the dice at the craps table, as well as practicing a trend-based betting system that I coin as blue collar craps. And I'll explain to you as we go throughout the day what blue collar craps is, and I will be coming out with a video in the near future about blue collar craps and the way that I try to do my betting for the blue collar craps style of play. Looking at the screen here, if you're playing along with Crapsee, the code is going to be F6Y2W8. So make sure you jump on to Crapsee, and if you're playing along, make sure you press that I am ready button as soon as possible so that we can keep a good rhythm going today. This past weekend, I did not do a lot of craps watching of videos. I was busy working and doing family things, but I did participate in George from CY's fantasy craps throwing show yesterday, and I was the first shooter. I was only able to stay on there for one shooter, and I did do very well on there, so make sure you check that out with George from CY with his fantasy craps. In the chat, we got Uncle Hoku chucking in number 1. We got Lazy Dog number 2. Roger from OMC Craps checking in, Kevin Smith, and Bam, as well as Frida. So good morning on the kick.com side /Crapsmaster Journey. Make sure you check in there as well. We have Red from Michigan checking in, as well as Lazy Dog there again. JR is also checking in on YouTube. And we got Jason Nielsen checking in on Kick. So guys, let's get going here. We're going to continue on Blue Collar Craps. Blue Collar Craps is about a low to medium-sized bankroll. Our bankroll on Crapsee today is $11.69. Our goal is to make between $100 to $150. So if we can end up with about a $1,300 bankroll by the end of today, I will consider it a success, at least at this point. You also notice that on the screen I added in that little brown target area. That's about where my landing zone should be on this craps table. It is about 12 inches away from the back wall, and it's about 6 to 8 inches away from the side wall. So that's right where that corner ends and right where the straight wall meets if you drew a straight line from where I'm throwing to the end of the table. So anyhow, all that stuff out of the way, let's get started here. We're going to go with a $20 pass line bet. Again, I am preparing to go down to Joliet, the weekend of February 16th and 17th. I made an area last week when I was talking last Friday, and last Friday I had said that it was going to be this coming weekend, but it's actually in 2 weeks. This coming weekend is actually going to be Super Bowl Sunday. And then meetup is the week after. I'm going to be going down Friday night, leaving Saturday night. So that being said, I have a $5 craps, $4 craps check, $20 pass line bet, 555 on an ATS. And I'm going to call that all bets set here, and we're going to go dice out. We're going to start off with a 3-2, 3-6 dice set. And I'm going to try rhythm rolling again today. And I'm trying to perfect that advanced rhythm rolling way. I have it almost down, so we will get that out to you guys as soon as I have it ready to put on video. So dice out. A little short of the landing zone, and we have a 4-6-10 for our first roll. That is Waylon's best friend weighing it in, Daddy Joe. So let's set 4, 6, 10 as our point. And I am going to go with 160 across the betting. I did not do any warm-up throws today, so I'm kind of going cold here, so just kind of bear with me a little bit. That is a double pitch on that left die, a single pitch on the right die, so that's ultimately a single pitch. So we're going to roll the dice back towards us, 4 on the inside. We'll go 6 on the inside. That gives us a 4-2-6 dice set. And we are going to be looking for either a 2 or a 5 on top of the dice when they come to rest at the end of the table, hopefully not both. And we're going to call that all bets set here. 1 second here. Kevin Smith said he learned a very hard lesson this past weekend. When you get to the casino and your heart is set on playing craps, if your gut tells you it's not optimal commissions, then don't play. I 100% fully agree with you, especially if you have to travel a distance to get to your casino. Like I say, my casino is about a 45-minute drive. If I go, I'm going to play. Sometimes not. I don't play a long time. But if you don't feel like the conditions are right, guys, don't go to the table, or wait a little while to see what's going on, and maybe make sure that the conditions do change for you to play more optimal, whether it be different players around a table, whether it be different dealers even. Certain dealers are not very optimal to your play either, as well as the table conditions. So all bets set here, and let's go dice out. We're going 2, 4, 2, 6 for our dice set. That first one felt a little bit off, so let's see if we can get this to work out for us here today. Dice put apart a little bit in midair, and we got a 6, 1, 7. Ouch. So that is right there not optimal, but I don't have a choice here because I am doing a show. So yeah, 6, 1, 7 out, 0.7 out, fast first roll. Comes after a 30 rower that I had yesterday with George from CY, and then last week Friday we ended up with a 20 rower. So stuff to yeah, I don't even know what to say about that. So anyway, we're gonna record it as a 6-1. We're gonna go on to roll number 3. We're gonna go back to our 3-2, 3-6, and we're gonna go with a $25 pass line this time. We're gonna go $5 craps check. We're gonna go 5-5-5 on the ATS. So we have protection if that craps number comes out, as well as the 7 number comes out. And we have a chance to win that ATS. 10 people playing Crapsee. We got 10 people watching YouTube. We got 5 people on Kick. I have 37 followers now on Kick, which is awesome. Trying to get that number up as far as we can. And Kevin says he's sorry. He says he swears he iced me over every time he comments. Don't worry about that, buddy. Just keep her going, keep her coming. And that was my own fault. Again, I didn't do any warm-ups today, and we're starting kind of cold here. So 3-2, 3-6. Days out. Some days are just that way. Dice did cross a little bit towards the end there after they came off the back wall. We have a 4-1-5. That's a horse and buggy, the truck and camper. So one thing I did notice yesterday when I was doing my live on George's show was that I was able to concentrate a lot more when shooting. So that did make a huge difference. And I even made a comment when I was shooting about how it is different, and I can actually do better with the throwing when I'm not talking. When you're doing a show like this, you are talking, you're walking back and forth around the table, I'm writing things down, I'm watching the chats, and these are all just excuses that I'm trying not to play in, but it is ultimately the truth. So we ended up with a single pitch towards me on that right die, and we ended up with a double pitch on the left die. So that's ultimately a single pitch again. So we're going to roll this dice back towards us. We'll go 1 on the inside, 4 on the inside. We got a 5-4-5-1 dice set coming up. So again, we're looking for a 2 or a 5 on the dice when we come to a rest here. So 5-2, 5-1 is a dice set. And we're going to go 160 across with our bets again. And we're going to try to be a little bit aggressive here and try to pick stuff, some money back up and back into the rack. Good morning, Coach Joe checking in. We got John GT checking in on the YouTube side, as well as John GT's on the Kick side. So good morning. All bets set here, and dice out. Making sure the grip is centered on the dice. The dice are square and tight together. Square to the back wall. Check the landing zone. And throw the dice and make sure the dice don't stick to the table like they just did. And we have a 314. It's a Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. So 314. So we went from the 5 over to the 4. So that's gonna be our first hit for the shooter. I'm gonna do an inside pressure. We're gonna go 1 unit up on each of the inside numbers. So we're gonna pressure up the 6, 8, and 9 since 5 is a point. We got $36 on a 6 and 8. We got $30 on that 9. We got 25 on a 4 and 10 with no pass line odds. We're gonna record it as a 3-1, and roll number 5 will be coming up here. And we're gonna stick with, that was a 5-1. We're looking for a 2 or 5 on top, so that didn't work out. And that was a 5-2. No. What did I do? I did 5-3. I'm sorry, 5-3-5-1 is what I had as a set. So that was a single pitch on that left die, and that was a single pitch. So that was a primary hit that we just had. So let's go this way. We're gonna stick with the 5-3-5-1, except we're gonna roll the dice away from us 1/4 turn. So we're gonna go with a 3-2-1-2 here. 3-2-1-2, and again we're looking either for a 5 or 1 or 5 or 2 to stop on top on one of the dice only. All bets set here. Dice out. 3-2-1-2. Ooh, a little bit to the left of the landing zone here, but we have a 6-3-9 center field 9. So 9 is another hit here, which is perfect. And we're going to do another inside pressure one more time to hopefully get some money brought back to the rack and recover. If I didn't do the one more inside pressure, I could come down off the table and I would be almost to break even on this shooter. But again, we lost a little bit of money in that first shooter, so we're trying to get a little bit of recovery going forward here. So that was a 6-3 that we threw. Going on to roll number 6. So we had a 3-2. That was an explosion of that right die. And we had a 1-2 on the other die, so we went with a 3. So we had a implosion. So we drifted the dice on the last one, which I don't know if that's particularly a good situation. But anyway, we're going to go with dice back. We'll go 3 on the inside. We'll go 6 and 3 on the inside, roll them back. We have a 6-5-3-5 dice set, 6-5-3-5. And again, we're going to be looking for a 2 or a 5 on top. We'll go all bet set here. Make sure you guys press that I am ready button when you are ready to go on Crapsee. Dice out. And we have a 1-1-2. That's a magic aces. Whoops, that was a 1. Get over there. There you go. That was a 1. 1-1-2. So we got one of the bookends out of the way. That'll help towards the ATS. It does nothing else for my bets. So we're going to record it as a 1-1-2. That's a double pitch on that left die. And that right die, that was another implosion. So we got to be careful with that. We're going to stick with the same setup. We did not get a 2 or 5 on top like we were hoping for. So let's go back to the 3-2, 3-6 dice set. And I'm going to just kind of reset things with the throwing here. So we're going to call that all bets set here. And After this next row, I'm going to back out of Crapsee because my Crapsee is not updating like it should be, to make sure that I know who has all bets in, because it's showing that nobody submitted their bets, which I know is not an accurate thing, but let's go. Dice out. A little bit long with that landing zone. We have a ace deuce Alfredo sauce. So 1, 2, 3. That is both dice off axis, both of them drifted to the right. And that may have been because of the landing zone area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back out of here, guys. All we need is that 6 for that small. I'm going to back out of the table and come back in so I can hopefully refresh my Crapsee screen. So give me just a second here, please. And I apologize for all that. So I am back in. Let me get my bets back up there. I'm going to come down on my bets now, and we're going to go to a 96 across bet level. So I have $161 brought back to the rack, $121 on the table. So we did get some money brought back for that loss that we had the last time. That was a drift of the dice. So we're going to go back to the 3, 2, 3, 6 dice set. Be roll number 8 coming up. 3, 2, 3, 6. And I changed the screen around a little bit, guys. I don't know if you guys like that at all. I have a darker screen that has percentages of the rolls, so what percentage of the rolls have been hit. And I changed the hearts around. It wasn't a big strong arm at one time for the numbers hits and that. So just check that out. We'll go all bets set here. And Crapsee is not uploading or updating for me for some reason. It says 12 people are playing, but it only has 1 ready out of 12. So make sure you press that button if that is the actual truth. I'm guessing it is not. So I'm going to go at my own pace. And I'm not going to go according to how it says Crapsee is updated. Dice out. And we have a 1, 6, 7. Ouch. So that's not good. We got a 7 out. We did come down on our bets, so we did make a profit off of the shooter, which is one consolation, I guess. I was hoping to hit that 6 so we can hit that small and get a little bit of recovery back here, but apparently that did not happen. So we made $40 off of that shooter. That helps cover that $160 we lost on the first shooter. So we're still down about $120 for the day. We're going to record that as a 1, 6. So that left eye is consistently sticking on the 1. And that shooter was 6 rolls long there. So let's get a little bit more consistency, a little bit more length to our rolls. I'm going to change my grip this time. Instead of using that Erie style grip, we're going to try doing a Potter style grip once. We're going to go back to the 3, 2, 3, 6. And I'm just trying little micro changes here to see what it is and why I'm doing what I'm doing here. But we'll go again, $25 pass line bet, 555 on the ATS. We'll go $5 craps check. And we'll call it all bets set. Dice out. 8 people watching on Kick. We got 15 people watching on YouTube, 15 people on Crapsee. 3, 2, 3, 6 is a dice set. And let's go dice out. A little short of the landing zone, but we have a 5, 4, hard 9, Big Daddy Mac. So Mid-Atlantic Craps showing up on this new point for this new shooter. This is shooter number 3. Again, we're going to go 160 across. Seth Julie checking in on Kick says, good morning, crap killers or kickers. So 160 across, give you our bet level. We're going to record it as a 5, 4. And that would be a single pitch towards me on that left side, and that was a double pitch on the right side. So ultimately that was a single pitch. We'll go back to 5-4. We'll set up our new roll. And that's going to be a 1-5-1-4 dice set, 1-5-1-4. And we're going to call that all bet set. Dice out. So they're talking about playing against random rollers on the chat right now for YouTube. A little bit high energy, but we have a 3-5-8. That is the great 8. So I have in the recent trips to the casino, I've done well with a couple random rollers. I've done very poor with a couple random rollers. I tend to play the horseman when I play random rollers, which is a 1 DC bet and then 3 come bets. And the last time I went, every single random roller picked off either my DC or my come bet, so it was actually a losing proposition for me. But normally that is a pretty decent way of playing against them. So if you're not familiar with that, check it out. So 3-5 was our result there, and we had a 1-5-1-4 for our dice set. So that was an implosion of that left die, and an explosion of the right dice. So we had a drift of the dice. So let's go back. Let's reset those dice similar to what we had it the last time. So we're going to go with a 1-3-1-5 set this time. 1-3-1-5. And it's going to be roll number 11 coming up. And we're going to call that all bet set here. Up. I didn't place another bet here. I'm going to take the bets down. I'm sorry. I'm gonna up my bets, the inside numbers here, because I need to pressure inside. There you go. Now it's working. Now we're going to go all bet set. Make sure you press that button. We'll give you guys just a couple seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. There we go. All bet set. 1-3-1-5 is the dice set. Again, we're using that par style grip right now. Start off with the Uri grip, didn't do too well with it. Dice landed cross and came to rest with a 4-4 heart 8 square pair. So that is the second time we've hit that number, but that is a different combination this time. So we had a 1-3-1-5, so that was not what we were expecting for a number. 1-3-1-5. You turn it into a 4. So we had a single pitch on that one, and we had a implosion on the other one. So single towards us with an implosion, which is an okay result. So we're going to stick with that 3-2-3-6. The scary thing that we're trying to not do is we're trying not to do an explosion on one dice with the other one dice rolling towards us, or we're trying not to do an implode with the other dice single pitching away from us. So we're going to go back to the 3-2-3-6, and we're going to do inside pressure one more time again. So we got $42 on the 6 and 8, 35 on a 5, 25 on a 4 and 10 with a $25 pass line bet. We'll call that all bet set. 3-2-3-6 and dice out. 15 people watching on YouTube. We only got 5 likes, so make sure you press that like button. Everyone on your way out. Dice out. And we got a 4-5-9, and that is the hard 9 Big Daddy Mac again. So finally, we're starting to see a repeat dice combination. Last time was a 5-4. This time is a 4-5, though. That is our point, so we hit the point. And that's going to be enough money to bring our bets down once we get a new point established. So let's bring that pass line down to $20 from 25 to 20. We'll go with a $4 craps check this time. Still have that ATS intact. Let's record it as a 4-5, which is double pitch of the left die. And we have 3-6 on the other side. So that 5 is going to be an implosion. So we have a double pitch and an implosion. I'll be fine with that. So let's go back to 6-4-6-5 is our dice set. 6-4-6-5. And we'll call that all bets set. We're looking for a 6 or a 1 on top. We're looking for a new point here. Dice out. 6-4-6-5. A little short in the landing zone again. Dice did cross on me, but we have a 5-3-8, grade 8. So we're back on that 8. We were on a 9 before, but 8 this time. Been hitting quite a few 8s, so there's a good chance that we're going to hopefully buckshot this point right away. So with that in mind, we're going to put some pass line odds out there. We're going to, actually, no, we're not going to. We're going to bring our bets down. Like I said, we're going to go with that 66 inside bet level. So that's going to be $15 on a 5 and 9, 18 on that 6 with a $20 pass line bet. We have $93 brought back to the rack. We have 83 on the table because of the ATS bet that's out there. We end up with a 5-3-8. 14, roll 14's coming up here. And let's continue on with that way of throwing a dice. So we're going to go with a 6-5-6-3 this time. 6-5-6-3. And we will call it all bets set. Dice out. And we ended up with a 2-3-5, a justice 5. So we're going from the 5 or 8 to 9 over to the 5, a sister number of the 9. So that was a single pitch on that right die, and that was a double, no, that was a single pitch on the other die. So we actually have a double pitch ultimately. So I need to be very careful with that. We'll check our finger placement on the dice. We'll roll them back. We'll go 2 on the inside. We'll go 3 on the inside. So we have a 1-2-1-3 dice set. Now 1-2-1-3. And again, we'll have to be careful for the double pitch thing there. So that last one was what did we throw in the last one? We threw a 5. I see that my stuff on KPI there was a little bit screwed up there. Let's see if we can fix that really quick. A little bit of behind the scenes stuff here, guys. So we'll call that good for now. And then I will fix it ultimately when we get back. So that way we can see all the rolls decent. So I am happy with that. And we're going to call that all bets set. No, we had a 5. So we're going to pressure that 5 up to $25. And then now we'll call it all bets set. So we've got a 1-2-1-3 dice set. Dice out. Dice put apart just slightly when they left my fingers, but we have a 2-2 hard for the Ian double deuce. And that was a single pitch of the left die. That was an explosion of the right die. So that was a single pitch away. So we're still safe with that. So we're going to go back to the 3-2-3-6. And that'll be roll number 16. 3-2-3-6. And that was no help for us with our bets other than the ATS. So I'm going to call that all bets set. I'm going to keep everything the same. And we'll go dice out right away. So guys, let me know if you like that black graph better than the white graph. The white graph shows you how many times I hit it and what was expected. This black graph shows you the percentages of what was hit compared to what should be hit. Oh, that was really short, guys. That left eye did stick. I would love to call it a no roll, but I've been calling other ones rolls, so we got a 3-4-7. Ouch. That was a mechanical issue. Something that cannot be avoided sometimes. We're up to 9 people watching on Kick. Make sure you do say hi if you are checking in on Kick side. We're up to 16 people on YouTube watching, so make sure you do guys say hi when you jump in here. We're going to roll number 17 here for the day. We're progressively getting them a little bit longer. Progressively getting the rolls a little bit longer, so let's get a double-digit roll right here. We are down roughly about $100 for the day here so far. We made $21 on that last one. We made 40 some dollars on the other one. So that's about $100 that we're down, just shy of $100. So let's get that $100 back and then make our profit, and let's get off the table. 3-2-3-6 is what we're starting over with. And $25 pass line bet, $5 craps check. 5-5 on the ATS. We are coming very close to hitting that ATS a couple times already today. And mostly those are small numbers, I believe. And let's go all bets set here. Dice out. Slightly long on that. We have a come out 7, a pass line winner, a natural. So our landing zone should be somewhere in this area. We landed right about there. So 2-5-7. And that is it's a single pitch of the left die and a off axis of the right die. So that is not a good situation. That's exactly what I was talking to you guys about a little bit ago, about a single pitch and the dice either rolling away or towards me. So on that one, that was a 3-2 is what we started off with, and it rolled 1 turn away, so that's a single pitch away from me. And it rolled inwards, or it imploded on the right dice. So that's what we really need to be careful. So if it implodes on us and it turns away, that's where that 7 shows up. Now, if it would have exploded and came towards us, that's where the other 7 comes away. So that's where you got to be really careful. So if you have an explosion and a single pitch towards you, 2 of those numbers will be a 7, 2 of them will not be, and that's where you really need to be very, very, very careful on your rolls. So keeping that in mind now with what just happened, let's go with a 3-6-3-2. So we're going to go to cousin number 2 set. Now all I do is I start with a 3-2-3-6. I just rotate each one of them out 1/4 turn, and that gives us a 3-6-3-2. I got to put our bets back up here again. $5 craps check, 5-5-5 on the ATS, still with a $25 pass line bet. We did make $5 off on that last one, but we're going to call that all bets set. Okay, Yeah, I did change some things around here, guys. I'm gonna have to really be careful. I'll have to go back and change it back again. So Michael just asked if I changed the roll track around, and I was kind of futzing around with a couple things, so that may have gotten cut off. Oh, I know exactly what happened there. Let's see if we can fix that really quick. That's the wrong one. There we go. Let's see if we can do this. And let's do this. Give me 1 second here, guys. I apologize. There we go. So we got that. Yeah, I was kind of futzing around with things today, and things got a little messed up. So let's go throwing. These are all different things that I have set up on here. Throwing a logo. Let's bring that down a little bit so that gets that out of the way. And this is kind of going on the fly here. That's not the one I'm looking for. So I got to go one more down on that other one, and I can't remember which one that was. So we're going to have to call that as it is, I think, right now for now. No, not that one. I don't know. We're going to leave it as that, guys. I will fix it when I'm done today. After the live stream is finished, I'll fix it for tomorrow. But thank you for pointing that out. That is a very valid thing. So we have a 3632. We're coming out looking for a new point. I think. Yes. Last one was it come out 7. Dice did cross on me. I have another 7. This time it's 5-2. Same setup as last time. So 5-2. Oh, and that roll entered in as a 2-1. So we're going to go back and change that. The complexities of running a show sometimes. Okay, so that's changed. Let's get this 5-2 in Crapsee. Another come out winner, pass sign winner. Go back to the 3-2, 3-6. Until I can figure things out here, guys. Be careful with the betting, obviously. So roll number 19 coming up here. 3-2, 3-6. And let's call that all bets set after we get our craps check up again and our ATS up again. $25 pass line bet, 555, and the ATS, $5 crap check. We made a profit so far of $10 on the shooter. So we're down roughly just under $90 for today. Peace out. Nice cross and recrossed, and we got a 639. 639 is a center field 9. So our point will be 9. Again, we're going to go 160 across. And this could be $25 on the 4, 5, and 10, $30 on the 6 and 8. Take that back, we'll roll it in. We'll go 5, 3, 5, 6 next. 5, 3, 5, 6. Roll number 20 coming up here. And we'll call that all bets set. 13 people playing on Crapsee, 13 people watching on YouTube. That's kind of unique. We got both the same there. 7 people watching on Kick. It is a snow day for us today. Peace out. It is a Monday morning. And we got a 5-2-7. Ouch. So, guys, the rolls are not going well today. I think I need to get a little bit more energy in that dice there because they're going down and they're almost like stopping. They're not really having much forward momentum. And I do want a little bit of forward momentum because I changed that landing zone back a little ways from the back wall. So I do want them to roll into the back wall. So John GT says if anybody's interested, he's setting up a meetup in Connecticut President's Day weekend. So make sure you check that out. It's either a Sunday or Monday in the AM. So make sure you contact John GT if you are interested in doing a meetup in the Connecticut area. His dog says no because he flies across the country that he loses $300. That's funny. So, let's figure out what we're doing here. That was a 5-2. So we had 3 7s out of 4 rolls here. So let's switch it around here a little bit. Let's go over to our hardware set just for shits and giggles for a few rolls. So we're going to go to 5-4-5-4 hardware set. Just changing things up, trying to get things to work out a little bit differently for us for a little bit. So again, bet accordingly. I'm going to stay betting the same though. I'm going to go $25 pass line bet, 555 ATS. We'll go $5 craps check. And we are going to call that a all bet set here. If you need rebuys, make sure you send them through. And let's get a long roll here. Let's turn things around. So 5-4, 5-4 dice set. These are hard ways. I'll tell you, my landing zone has not been consistent throughout the day. I've been kind of micro inches off. We have a 1-1-2. It's going to be a drift of the dice. That's a pass line loser, but that does pay out on our crap check. So we made a couple dollars off of that. In fact, we made a total of $10 off of that. So let's go, again, $25 pass line bet. Let's put another dollar in that craps check. And let's pick up a dollar hop on the 7 since they're coming out so strong right now. So we have hop the reds, $1 each. We have $25 pass on bet, $6 on a crap check. ATS is still intact. We're going to go back to that 5-4-5-4 hardware set. And all bet set. That's out. And we have a 3-3 hard 6, the double D-gen. So 6 will be our point. So that is a primary hit on both dice. Both dice stayed primary. They went down at the same revolutions. Say they landed on the same point, which is what the hard way is all about. Hard way set, if you can do it, if you pull it off consistently. So they both single pitch back towards us. Again, we're gonna go one. Oh shoot, what do I do? We're gonna ladder up one time here to see what happens. We're gonna go at that 320 across battle. So we're gonna go $50 on a 4, 5, 9, and 10, $60 on that 8. Let's pick up $40 in pass line odds. And we're gonna do a quick regression strategy going forward here on this shooter. So 5-4-5-4 hardware set is the dice set. We'll go all bet set and dice out. Dice crossed. Dice crossed on me. That right one took off on us and ended up double pitching. Damn it. So I went big. I got stung on that one. And that's the risk you got to take sometimes, I guess. Today is not a good day of rolling. Let's go one more, at least one more shooters here, see if we can work our way out of this. We're going to go full tilt on this last one. This is not blue collar crap style, but let's go full tilt on this last one, see if we can ladder up again and get some of that money back. And we're going to regress really super fast though here in order to get our money back in that. So we have somebody new checking in on Kick. There you go. Long live chaos, online casino sports betting. So So it looks like somebody's scamming there. Oh my God. People like that should not be allowed to be making comments. Come on now. We're all about having fun here. This is a troll in the chat. So let's go back to 3236. And I'm going to do something really quick here. I don't know if this will work. We're going to delete that comment right out. I don't normally do deletes of comments, guys, but if you are making terrible comments that either insult me or other people in the chat and that, you guys need to have a life. So good morning, SJ. How are you doing, my friend? 555 on the ATS, $25 pass line bet, $5 craps check, and all bets set. If you're just joining in, we are not having a successful roll today. Everything that can go wrong is kind of going wrong, but that's sometimes the way things go with the game of craps. 3236, this out. And we have a 347 on a come out, so that kind of explains to you guys everything that can go wrong does go wrong here, but that was a pass line winner there. We're going to win a couple dollars off of that. Again, don't work the come outs, but hedge yourself or protect yourself if you are playing at ATS bet. Oh, yeah. So John GT saying I should need to set up a couple moderators, and I might make John a moderator if you're willing to do that. I'll have to do that offline though, once I get done here. But if you're interested in being a moderator, I would love to have you as a moderator. I know I have a couple moderators, one or two on the thank you very much, on the YouTube side of things. I know Roger OMC Craps is, Alfredo's a moderator over there. But anyway, we'll go 3 on the inside. We'll go 6 on the inside. So we got a 5, 3, 5, 6 dice set. And we're going to call that all bets set here. And let's get her going. Let's get a very long roll going here. Dice out. And 3, 4, 7. Another come out winner, pass line winner. So whatever it is, that one to me felt like a good throw. It looked like the dice had good action. They came off my fingers well. It looked like it had good arc. Good morning, Michael. Not a problem, John GT. Thank you, John. Everything looked fine on that last one. So let's do this one. So let's change the set around. Mechanically, that one looked decent. So let's go 3, 6, 3, 2. Just switch around so we have a different possibility of rolling, or of the rolling where the 7s show up there. And I'll bet set. This one. So that was a little bit higher energy, but this time we finally got a point established. We have a 6, 4, 10. That is a Wayland's best friend, Wayne at N, Daddy Joe. So we're just going to fly through these last couple rolls here. The stream is getting towards the end. We have 10 minutes or less to roll here. So we're going to go 6 on the inside, go 4 on the inside. We're going to go to a 5, 6, 5, 4 dice set. Our bets across, we do need to do some recovery here. We're down significantly, so we're going to ladder up one more time here. So we're at that third rung of the ladder. Not something I would recommend to do while you're at the casino, but if we can hit once, come down and start regressing off here, we will hopefully get some money back and recover a little bit here. So making more off the come-off, says Red. Yeah, that is the truth. If you work to come out appropriately, you can actually make money off that. And one of the masters of doing that is Alfredo. Alfredo is a master of making money off of that come out 7. So So all bets set here, and dice out. 5, 6, 5, 4 is the dice set. Here we go. Actually, no, it's not the dice set. 5, 4, 5, 6 is the dice set. There we go. Dice cross them again, guys, and that is the end of the roll. So we're going to call it a day here. We are not doing well. Numbers came down dramatically from what we did last week. Even last week we had some really good rolls. Again, yesterday I rolled a 30 roller right away from on Georgia's show. We pretty much bankrupted ourselves today, so we went on tilt. But let's go through our statistics for our shooting today. Not much to write home about, but we have a, and I got to change this around too. So I must have did some real finagling yesterday between yesterday's live stream and this morning, trying to set up and but this morning we had 6 shooters. We went, well, there was a come out there, wasn't it? I don't know. Let's see once really quick. No, that was. I have to check Crapsee. Something's off in Crapsee. Oh, I forgot to put the 10. So let's change that really quick here, guys. This is one of those days, I'll tell you. So we had a 6, 4, 10, and then we had a 4, 3. There we go. That should update everything now. So let's go back to the screen here. There we go. That will go back to that screen. So we had 6 shooters. Yeah, everything's all messed up in here, guys. I'm gonna have to go back and redo everything. I was futzing around on my computer this morning, so I'm gonna have to fix all this after we get done with the live stream. So let's go back to this. I know this is working. This is our brown belt statistics through the end of last week, Friday. And by then we had 4,507 throws in on brown belt. And we have an SOR going up to that far, 9.59 with an SRR of 6.87. So guys, I appreciate you following along here. I do apologize for the short rolls here, guys. I do apologize for the mixing up on the screen there, the disorganization there that I need to get fixed before tomorrow's show. But hey, I hope you guys do come back tomorrow. My name is Joe. This is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Have a great day, everyone, and we'll see you back tomorrow.